Excuse my hair, I look like a roughneck right now. But yeah, welcome to the ADSPLAY uploading schedule for the week of January 19th, 2014. Well into the new year, getting things done, getting things accomplished. And a couple things I want to speak to you guys about, including YouTube woes, my name change, YouTube disputes, because it's finally reaching the deadline for those dispute claim responses. Those content ID claim responses. Being asked about proof of commercial rights these days. Please forgive that background noise. My sister is here, and anybody who knows, when our sister comes visit, my nephew comes with her, and he's just as loud as ever. So please forgive me. You might hear him being loud, throughout the entirety of the video. So I'm just forewarning you right now. So like you hear him right now, he's just being noisy. But yeah. Also, new video games I'm going to be playing this week. This week is going to be like kind of weird for video game. Not necessarily weird, but it's going to be one weird video game that I don't even know what to expect from. So, yeah, I don't know what to expect from it. So, that's another thing. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, finally. Now, just to give people some perspective as to what I'm finna say. Back in, I believe it was October. It was around the time that Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate came out for the Nintendo 3DS. It was around that time. And around that same time, I think WWE 2K14 came out, and I believe that Assassin's Creed Black Flag had came out as well, like around that same time. And normally what I would do on my channel is that I would change the name or like just change the title of my channel to the game that I'm playing, so when a viewer or anybody new comes to my channel, they can see this is the game that I'm playing. And I always did this. Now, when Google merged with YouTube, and like a lot of you already know the story, but for those who may not and are watching this, since Google hooked up with YouTube and they had this partnership merger, Google limited the amount of times a person can change their YouTube channel name. And unbeknownst to me, I had changed my name to Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, etc., etc. And I did not know, and I wasn't aware of the fact that I had reached my limit on the amount of times I'm allowed to change my name on my YouTube channel. And it was stuck like that for a while, and I've had various people asking me, dude, man, like, what the hell's up with your name? And it's kind of hard explaining, that over and over again. It just gets annoying. But a couple weeks ago, I did send a notice to Google Plus, a request to change my name, because I am planning on doing this. I am planning on making this into a business one day, and I need a reasonable name. It can't be like 3 game names long. So I am proud to announce, for those who have noticed, that as of earlier this week, I believe it was Thursday, I had announced it on my Twitter that my request did go through, and the name of this channel is now A-DSplay / YGO101. So it's back to being something reasonable, and I will not be changing it anymore after that, because it was kind of crazy having a long name like that. And I don't know how many times they granted me to change my name since then, but I'm leaving it like that. So yay, I won that battle. So next up, I want to talk about the YouTube content ID / copyright claim disputes that everybody was hit with, in early December. I'm reaching a deadline. Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm reaching a deadline for when those claim disputes are, when those content ID disputes are supposed to get some responses. And as of right now, I have not only one video, and I believe two as well, because one was supposed to be done on the 19th, and today is the 19th. Let me just check it real quick. No, it's the 19th, and they still have not response. They still have not given a response, so hopefully tomorrow that's cleared up. But yeah, it's reaching a deadline as to when those YouTube content ID disputes are supposed to be hopefully getting released. So I don't know what's gonna happen, because as you guys who watched that video, one of my claim just one of my claim disputes, just literally like 1 or 2 minutes after I had made a dispute to one of the videos and the content that was being claimed in it. It was some music that was being played in one of my YuGiOh101 Fan Day videos, and the music that was being claimed that was in the video was not the music in the video. What I found out that YouTube's algorithm, what it is that they take one snippet of audio, say for example, if it was like this one drum pattern in the song that I was playing, and YouTube algorithm, what they do is that they match that drum pattern up with another drum pattern in another song, and it's like, okay, well, these two drum patterns are similar, so this is the song that's in there. So it's still inaccurate as ever. They still don't catch things on as accurate as I think they want to. It's ridiculous, and hopefully I get all that stuff cleared up and nothing else happened. But what's funny is that nephew. But what's funny is that, with all of this going on, all of this is new to me. All these legal issues and all this, trying to get these claims disputed and this, that, and the third, it's all new to me. And when I finally get used to, having to do claim disputes, I get hit with proof. I get hit with this other, thing out of left field, where YouTube is now asking me to play, or me to provide proof of copyright. I mean, proof of commercial rights in order to put in order for me to monetize my videos. Now, the good thing about this is that this has not affected any of my videos prior to last week. It's always been videos. Let me see when Monday was. It only affected the videos that I started uploading on Monday, which was the 13th. And every other video before that is just fine. So something went wrong with YouTube's algorithm again. I don't know if anybody else is going through this, or I mean, I haven't heard anything about it. So far, I feel like I'm the only person that's been affected by this. But realistically, I'm pretty sure other people have went against it. I mean, have had these problems. And the only two games that are being affected by this is Infinite Crisis and my playthrough of the 2013 reboot of Devil May Cry. Now, what's funny about these videos, what's funny about video game footage of Infinite Crisis is that before the 13th, everything was fine. I uploaded the videos, I put monetization on it, I put ads on it, and everything was cool. But after the 13th, all of a sudden, all the videos that I had uploaded, they got hit with this, well, you need to show proof of commercial rights. And I actually called the customer support at Warner Brother Games, and they were just as dumbfounded as I was. Like, wait a minute, why are they asking for proof of commercial rights when you have magazines, that are making money off of it when they do any type of, all their business with the video game. You have video game reviewers, third-party video game reviewers that are making money off of it, and all I'm doing is just playing the game. That's all I'm doing. So the guy said, as long as you're not exposing any foreign business or any type of company secrets or anything like that, it should be fine. So again, I don't know what the fuck is going up with YouTube. Maybe they got idiots running the damn thing. I wouldn't be surprised, considering that they had this algorithm running, and it was a fail from the get-go. And it's really just a mess, and I'm dealing with it little by little. So, you know, and I've tried to send some replies to those proof of commercial rights, you know, requests, and a few of those videos ended up getting links on them where it said I had 14 days, which is probably like 12 days now, to respond with proof of, you know, commercial rights for monetization on the videos. Which again, I called Warner Brother Games. I contacted, well, I sent in a message to Capcom as well. You know, so for the Devils May Cry vids. And you know, as far as the Warner Brothers games for Infinite Crisis, they just told me that, you know, their legal team is on it. It is being reviewed, so I'm hoping everything goes good with that, because right now, like, the videos are on a deadline. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. Now, like I said, back in 2013, it took me an entire year to sign up through AdSense, because I thought I was going to be able to, hopefully the channel would have did better, and I would have been able to get a contract with one of the third-party companies. But you know, this is what happens, man. YouTube, it's their site. They run it the way they want to, and unfortunately, they're running it like a bunch of idiots. And you know, people that normally shouldn't have to run through legal hoops because they're not doing anything illegal, and everything is being done within the rights of fair use. Now all of a sudden, you got to jump through all these legal hoops, and it's nonsense, man. And people shouldn't have to go through this, but I digress. Like I said, it's their website. They want to run it as stupid as possible. I feel like sometime towards the end of 2014, like, the shit is going to hit the fan with YouTube. You know, I'm waiting on the day when somebody comes up to me and they say, damn, man, like, you still watching YouTube videos? You know what I mean? Like just being on YouTube is like no longer cool. You know, I'm waiting on that day when somebody comes to me with that and just says, damn, dog, you still watching YouTube videos? Man, ain't nobody on YouTube no more. You know, so who knows? Now, as far as the videos that have those proof of commercial right deadlines on it, I don't know what's going to happen if I don't receive anything, or those you know, things don't get cleared up by time of the deadline. Maybe the video is going to get gone. Maybe I'll lose Google AdSense. Maybe I'm going to lose my channel. I don't know, because I got multiple videos that are like that. So I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully it's nothing as bad as me losing my channel, because I would hate to have to start all the way over from scratch and have people ask me, dude, what happened? You know, YouTube's being stupid. But yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated. Just follow me on my Twitter, like my Facebook fan page, and I'll post, you know, updates as soon as I hear anything, if anything happens this week. But now that all that BS is out the way, now we can get started with the games. Now, as I've spoken of last week, I did a video. Well, no, it wasn't last week. It was the video before last week. I mean, like the week before last week. I did a video where I let you guys know that I downloaded 5 free games, you know, off of the PlayStation Network via my PlayStation Plus membership. And I was doing playthroughs of them. And since there wasn't really anything happening this month, I decided to try to catch up on some games that I missed back in 2013. One of said games is the reboot to Devils May Cry that came out back in 2013. I don't remember the exact date, but I'm doing a playthrough of it, and it looks like I'm going to be able to finish this week. You know, I've been pushing hard throughout the game. And, you know, most Devil May Cry games, from what I remember, well, all of them, they never been that long, because they always lent themselves to, you know, something like, replayability. My bad, somebody was messaging me on Skype. Anyway, but yeah, and I was, you know, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, but it looks like I'm gonna be able to beat it this week, and that's cool. I'll finally be able to get that game out the way. I like it. I really like what they did with it. Like, the only thing that I've seen that people were really complaining about was the cosmetic change and the changes to the storyline that they made for the reboot. And, you know, people just up in arms, and they don't give a game a chance when they become attached to characters within the series, and then all of a sudden they make a reboot and they change things up, and it's just like, wait, what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? And it's fine, man. Like, the game is good. I'm enjoying it, and again, it looks like I'm gonna be able to beat it this week. And with that being said, I got 4 other games after that one, which is Ibb Obb, which is the first out of the 5 games that I started doing, but I kind of pushed that to the side, so they're gonna being crazy again in the kitchen. But yeah, but Ibb Obb, the first game that I played out of the 5 that I downloaded, I kind of pushed that aside for Devil May Cry, but I'm gonna start getting back into that game again this week because I like puzzle platformers. It's one of those few games, or you know, it's one of those few genres that I haven't played, but I never had anything against it. It's just that I like these other genres more. You know what I mean? And I never really gave those the time of day. But I don't mind a good puzzle game. And Ibb Obb is definitely one of those games that is going to take use to get to the controls, because you literally, like, it's 2 players and it's meant for co-op, but you can play it single player, but you have to use each joystick to control, you know, Ibb Obb. And you know, like, you gotta do jumps and you gotta move them forward and backward. Sometimes you gotta hop one on top of the other, and it's crazy, but it's good. And I'm gonna get back into that this week. With that being said, Ibb Obb supposedly only has 15 levels in the game, and I know I beat like a good 3 or 4 of them by now, so I don't have that much longer to go. And I'm pretty sure if I try hard enough, I can beat that game too. Which moves me into the next game I'm gonna start playing this week, which is called Dyad. I don't know what the hell this game is about. It scares me like hell. It looks like, when you play the game, based on the game's screenshots, it looks like you've been tripping on acid. That's the best way I can put it. I don't know what to expect from it, but it's going to be an enjoyable ride, and I'm looking forward to playing that game. As well as games like Binary Domain. As long as Sega doesn't give me any trouble like the way YouTube was doing with the Capcom videos and the Infinite Crisis videos, you know what I mean? I hope I don't have to worry about anything like that, because I've heard Sega was doing some of that, and I'm hoping when I start playing Binary Domain, I don't have to worry about that too much. You know, the little simple things I can just quickly overcome. But that's as far as what's happening with ADSPLAY. For YuGiOh 101, for those who don't know, I am on hiatus with Fan Day. The reason being that no new cards or like nothing interesting is really happening with you know, Yu-Gi-Oh, that makes me just feel like I need to just continue with it. Plus, anytime I play video games, you know, in that week, I tend to put Fan Day aside. It's not that I don't like Fan Day, it's just that I want to beat these games as quickly as possible. And then when I have some downtime, then I can spend time with you guys, you know, doing this, that, and the third. Maybe sometime, because really that's what I'm used to. And it's something that I do plan on changing this year, so maybe if I can organize my time a bit better, then I will be able to, you know, do these games Monday through Thursday, and then Friday, you know, I'll do a Fan Day event with you guys. But for right now, that's what it is. Fan Day has been put on hiatus until the following Friday, when Primal Origins is released. After Primal Origins is released. So Primal Origins is being released on the Friday, which is February 14th, and the following Friday, which is going to be the 21st, that's when I'm going to do the new Fan Day, and that's when we're going to check out the new cards, and that's when we're going to have some fun and on Dueling Network. But with that being said, that doesn't bring an end to Yu-Gi-Oh related content on this channel, because I still got 2 Yu-Gi-Oh 101 Funnies videos that I'm going to be uploading this week as well. One being really funny, which involves number 11 Big Eye being a pimp, and I'm just comparing a pimp to what number 11 Big Eye does. Trust me, like, it's gonna be funny. Now, I don't do a lot of high, you know, edits in my videos. It's very amateur, but that humor is there, and that's really the only thing I'm going for. I don't have the hardware or like the technology to do anything highly advanced or anything like that, so I'm just using what I can, and hopefully you guys will get the humor, and it'll be in somewhat of an entertaining video. Another video I got is involving what I like to call God tier. Now, I noticed a lot more people are starting to use that term, but it was a term that I started using on Dueling Network simply because you know how you go up against some people and they just make the dumbest of moves. I just literally came up out of nowhere and I just said God tier. They so good that they don't have to follow the rules. You know what I mean? you know, and that's just been my running joke with that word. And I'm noticing more and more people are starting to pick up on it. But I want to explain exactly what God tier is to people, and that's going to be another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh 101 Funnies that I think you guys are going to enjoy. So, yeah, man, if there's any new card reviews or anything like that coming out this week, of course you guys know I'm going to be the first one up on it. I'm always the first one up on these things, and, you know, we are coming, matter of fact, it's the 24th. This is when Legacy of the Valiant comes. This Friday is when Legacy of the Valiant is being released in the United States. And hey, I mean, I don't buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards no more, but for all the people that do, hey, like I know you guys are getting excited. There's some good stuff coming in Legacy of the Valiant that I know you guys are happy about. But that's pretty much everything. So for a quick recap, I plan on beating Devils May Cry. I do have some issues with YouTube, but again, follow me on my Twitter and like my Facebook fan page. Depending on which one you're on, it doesn't matter. I have those sites linked to each other, so when I update on one, it does show up on the other. So you guys will be updated either way. It just depends on which one. It just depends on Facebook or Twitter, whichever one you're the most active on. Then that's the one that you would want to be on. So those links are in the video description, so you guys can see it for yourself. Devils May Cry, I do plan on beating that. Will I do hold on one second, somebody else should be on Skype again. Will I be doing a wrap-up review on that? Absolutely. Again, it's a game that I missed, and what I'm trying to do in 2014, and I didn't mention this in my plans, is that I'm trying to get more, you know, consistent with the wrap-up reviews. I've slacked on so many. I slacked on the Grand Theft Auto 5. I slacked on the Assassin's Creed 4. I slacked on the Saints Row 4. And you know, I don't want to miss any this year. So that's my goal, was to not miss any wrap-up reviews. When I'm done with a game, I start doing the review on it as soon as I finish it. So yeah, so both of those are going to be coming this week. I have confidence I'm going to finish Devil May Cry, so, you know, Devils May Cry, the conclusion of Devils May Cry and the wrap-up review for that will be up this week. Then I'm going to start playing Ibb Obb, and if everything goes as planned, then I'll be able to beat that too. And I don't know if I'm going to review Ibb Obb, because it really isn't that much to it, you know, but I think I should still review it. And I'm going to do my best. I mean, with a game like that, it's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, like what you see is what you get. You know what I mean? There's really nothing to go into deep detail about, but it's some interesting things in there. But I think I'll do a wrap-up review on it. Next up with Dyad, I'm going to start that game this week. If everything goes right with Ibb Obb, I don't know if any type of unexpected events happen in my life. Who knows, like I am still looking for work, and who knows, you know what I'm saying, like maybe I'll get a phone call, you know, for like a manager or something, just letting me know, yay, you're hired. Who knows, you know. So again, 2 Yu-Gi-Oh 101 funny videos, one involving Big Eye and how much of a pimp he is, and 2 explaining what God tier is when I came up with the word. But yeah, so that's it. That's everything for this week. I hope you guys are ready for some entertaining videos, and I'm looking forward to keeping you guys entertained throughout this year. So again, please keep supporting me. You know, YouTube is being an ass. Hopefully nothing bad happens to my channel when this deadline is up. Hopefully these claim disputes get cleared up and I don't have to worry about that anymore. And you know, we can move on and, you know, get these goals accomplished. I'm still trying to do direct capture, and I need the hardware, but again, please continue to click ads, and I do appreciate your support. So thanks again, peace, and I'll see you guys soon.